So the soul, the mind, the awareness, whatever you want to call it, flees from the Godhead through a succession of dream worlds in which the environment is, unconsciously created by the expectations of our soul, our mind, our awareness itself. The person experiencing death creates his or own reality just like that of a dream. Dream projection then unfolds in ways that are both beautiful and frightening. And there are intense visions that can be overwhelming since the mind, the soul, our awareness is still in a state of shock from no longer being attached or encased within a body. The dead person needs guidance so that key decisions that can lead to enlightenment and liberation, samsara, from the cycle of rebirth can be made. A person can remain in this in-between or bardo state for up to 49 days, periodically dissolving and arising again, just like a series of dreams without awakening. It's a type of ghost-like connection to the previous material reality. The next level, after the intense feeling of inner melting, is an internal vision of smoke. The dead person feels as if he or she is engulfed by the smoke. He or she is inside the smoke. In this new realm or level, this new stage, you do not feel liquid or melted, but you do feel heat and agitation. The person's hearing, as well as his vision, is now gone, but he or she does sense roaring sounds like the crackling of flames or the rushing of flames coming from within you. There is no external sight or sound. Everything is happening within you. You have reached the inner zone, sort of like a field of shooting stars or sparks, or a cloud of fireflies flickering and humming. Next, the dead person is zapped by the feeling of a single candle flame, unflickering, white, yellowish light that is perfectly still, a type of pure internal flame, and a moment of perfect stillness. The body's motion energy is now totally gone. It has gone to sleep. The body has gone to sleep, and the dead person begins to tingle, becoming numb. We no longer have or feel the sensations of being housed within the body. And a series of further stages now begins. The luminous stage. This is complete disconnection from material energy into a more subtle spiritual energy known as the subtle wind. This is an inner state of vast space filled with the luminance and peace of tranquil moonlight. Next is the radiance state or stage, like a vast sky filled with sunlight, red-orange light. This vastness is both bright and intense, hot and energetic. The dead person then goes from this radiance stage to the eminence or dark light stage. Everything goes pitch black. So black, it's a type of shining black. Now this stage, this dark light stage, is what Judeo-Christian theology would call the valley of the shadow of death. The valley of the shadow is like going into or becoming nothing. And most people no longer feel like a human being. They lose awareness and go unconscious during this valley of the shadow stage. But a person who is trained in the art of dying can maintain a subtle awareness. We now enter the final stage or state, transparency, what we here in the West call the clear light stage. The inner light becomes gray, somewhere between light and dark, like glass or transparency. There is no brightness and there is no darkness. The clear light, the clear gray light, is within you, not falling upon you. This stage, this state of transparency, is the most subtle state of the soul, the mind, or awareness. It is true freedom. It is infinite. The transparency state or stage is actually what death really is. The mind, the soul, our awareness is used to being in the grip of the sense organs and struggles for form and passes through these various stages back and forth for up to 49 days before rebirth. Now, yogis, people who are trained during the death